Okay, this is Scudder Dragon iOS Elder Dragons tournament versus Altashheth. This is a third round 3 match, and we are both on similar points, so I think this could be also viewed as a knockout match, i.e. Winner will probably not go through to top 8. Sorry, the loser will not go through to top 8, the winner will. So this is off the back of the recent announcements that Duels is being discontinued, so it's a bit bittersweet as well, continuing the tournament, but I'd like to go out and probably the same for my opponent on a high, so we will see how it goes. Ideally I need blue, but at least I've got some, and there's my blue, so that's rather nice. We're playing similar decks at the low end, you know, with some of the banned colours of the deck. Altasheth has got a slightly different top end, so we'll see how that goes. Doesn't look as if I'm doing that badly for mana, so that could work in my favour, but it's all going to come down to these turn 3 play, I guess. In some ways with the mirror it might be better to be reactive to what's being cast. We will see. I don't think he might run some cancels as well, so that's something I need to be careful for. I'd imagine he's got cancel in his hand. That's a nice pickup for what I'll do, I think, is bait out his removal. It sticks, so that's probably an advantage for me, I think, with the other cards I have in hand. He's going to have to try and commit to cast something, and then I can use Reflector Mage. Here it comes. Oh, seems he had it just before I did, so that's kind of put him in the back foot a little bit. He doesn't have mana open for the cancel, so I can ramp away, I think, from a mana point of view. He's probably not going to be happy to see Reflector Mage out. That's a tempo play. Abbotson's going to be fairly key, but of course I want to be sure I'm casting it when it won't be cancelled. But I think he's going to have to try and put some threats out, so that's, yeah, he's obviously holding cancels in hand, so I can buy time. Let's get the beats down and then just see. Avacyn is useful for flash, and how he comes in with Avacyn, interesting. And I can do likewise. He's tapped out, so I can Deep Fiend as well. So that's certainly swing it in my favour. I would suggest, particularly I can tap stuff down. first game to Altashheth. I think the reversal in the Avicen was interesting. I'm not sure if I misplayed. Potentially, I'll need to look back. But given that he had the Avicen and could cast it, and obviously Reflector Mage on his side, giving him the tempo. So I think on the basis of it, so game two. Interesting start, but as I say, the mirror, as I said, we're relying on similar spells. Well, this could be my last game, folks. Last competitive game, I guess. I'm not sure. I've been organising IELTS tournaments pretty much since I joined NGA, so I'm the very first one with the kind of origins into Battle for Zendikar. But we will see what happens in this match. As I said, duels will continue, of course. Players will probably still be interested, but I don't know if I'll personally have the appetite to continue running tournaments. It takes a lot of organisation, a lot of time out. Historically, I've played probably too much time playing Magic Duels, so maybe it's a time to give it a break. I'll play casually, and I probably won't post around as much on NGA because that used to take a lot of my time. I enjoyed it, but it's not going to feel the same with knowing that Duels doesn't have a future going forward. So sad as it is, but here we go for the second game. Potentially my last. Altashheth has always been a good player. I was interested in looking at his deck list and appreciated that it was in a lot of ways at the lower end, similar to mine. Different take in the build, of course, with even you seen that last match with Baby Gideon. Interesting, of course, because when you have the mana, he's indestructible, can make him indestructible, which is something, I guess. And I think I know what he runs. He runs a kind of higher top end, so he was hoping to obviously late game cast Bruna for the conversion. So definitely a different take. Mine is very much built around the Eldrazi, so cards that would help me in this matchup would be like Thought Not, although I would have to run that through some of Altashheth's counters. He does run a few counters, so okay, failed to connect. So let's try again. Casual, continue, invite. I suppose in some ways, you know, I've not necessarily had great luck in tournaments generally. I think my first tournament, the one that I organised, was probably the one that I did the best in. But of course, it was in a day in duels where decks and the meta were a bit more easy to understand. It's a lot more difficult these days to make the right call. I know control is going to be a feature, and we have a few control decks in this match, so I'm fully expecting that probably control may end up taking the tournament. Time will tell. I did want to do something a bit different, go back to some of the older decks, and particularly as far back as Battle for Zendikar and Oath of the Gatewatch, hence Eldrazi. But the key thing was for me, I enjoy playing Bant. So if I'm running a Bant deck, I know I have a good tournament because I'll enjoy playing it. In general, I've had some good matches. The round one was a control match against Cucho, which, yeah, let's try. I hope Altashheth is right. It's got 2-1 written over it. I guess it was earmarked for 2-1. It'd be good to finish in a 2-1 either way, I guess. But well, let's just see. Let's try and get connected. I suppose is the first order of business. This has been another source of frustration, I suppose, in some ways, about running tournaments. Connection issues, which I know happens on other platforms. It's been problematic for me in iOS. Sometimes it's fine, sometimes did not work. Let's go my end again. Versus casual, continue, invite friends, add, there he is, add, up, sent, connecting, accepted. Game 2 finally begins. Let's hope for good mana. I run a 4. I didn't check Atlas, I think I was already relying on the 3 colours. I'm running 4, so slight disadvantage for me on that score, but it's necessary for me to run with the Eldrazi, of course. Mana was good in the first game for both of us, it looks like, so let's hope that's the same for the second game. Typical thing with Magic Duels, don't mind like playing and that, but to have a decent game you want decent mana to be able to cast some of your spells, get some of your strategies running, and if that is the same on both sides, it ends up being a good game, and 3 of those can end up with being a good match, so for me that's a keep. It'd be interesting, I need to see what I need to fetch. Green obviously, so Evolving Wilds for green. And then I have all my colours, including the waste, which might prove to be handy. So we'll fetch green here. And then we'll send out Glacial Fortress tapped. So in the third play we will be able to get our Matter Reshaper. There's a Walking Ballista. Interesting choice in his deck, but it's a turn 2 play, which I don't have really, so decent enough. With an advantage of putting the my turn 3 is now going to probably be the Sylvan Advocate. But I have follow-up plays, and then I should be able to emerge, because I have a second fortress, I'll be able to emerge. He's got protection now for his so let's get waste out. To be honest, to be mana efficient and with the flyer, I should probably play this. That's using all my mana. I have a second blue as well, so I'm able to Deep Fiend quite early here, which could be a feature, I think. Okay, he decides to sack. That's fine. He could be holding cancels, of course, is something I need to watch out for, so we'll see. Reflector Mage, so loses the token, which is a shame. So the play here is obviously Matter Reshaper, because oh, that's interesting, because that's going to be castable next turn with the so let's bring Matter Reshaper out, which will give me a draw. Nothing I can do for now about the 2-2-2-1, but Reality Smasher, as long as it doesn't get cancelled, could be a play. It's possible I might try, or I could even, yeah, I need to really wait for him to drop his guard so that I can emerge. Let's see what he does. think what I want to do is to get because it'll still be a surprise flashing so what I think I will do is let's see if he's got a blink, so I can protect the blink. No, it just goes in there, which is fine. Trying to take me in the air. Queller is going to be handy. I need to try and get ahead of this match, so we need to try and force the issue with Smasher. Okay, lands. I've still got blink up. Go in. Go both guns blazing. Blessed Alliance. Oh, second one, you're joking. Oh, that's game for him, I think. That is game. Game. There's very little that would get me out of this. Mind you, I don't know. Yeah, we can try it. Let's see what he does. Let's try the surprise and see if I can get back into this. One, two. Do it like that. Still not over it. Well, that was it. Knocked out, but actually a good match. I did enjoy it. So again, we run these tournaments, we build our decks, we play the matches to have fun, and that was enjoyable. Well done, Atlas. Uh, Thanks, everyone. As I said, it's likely to be the last tournament I run. I just can't see me having the same enthusiasm and time and education, dedication and effort to put these things together. For those that have taken part, thanks for the support. For those of you that watched, the very few viewers, best of luck, and who knows, Magic the Gathering is in my blood. I enjoy playing, so as much as I'm sadly disappointed and annoyed, angry, upset, maybe if Magic next is doable, works for me, it's not stupidly expensive or grindy, we'll see. We may be back. Take care, everyone. Bye. Squidder Dragon out.